Hello everyone, welcome to this beautiful full moon in Scorpio total lunar eclipse blood moon report. The full moon total lunar eclipse in Scorpio is either on the 15th or the 16th, depending on where you are on the globe, okay? The moon is also known as the flower moon, and it brings me to thoughts around the flower not hiding its light. It's at 9:13 p.m. on the 15th Pacific time, 5:13 a.m. 16th UK time, and 12:13 a.m. 16th Eastern time. The moon here is at 25 degrees Scorpio, and 25 links to the mind and to creativity. The moon in Scorpio at 25 degrees says you can bring things that are not working into the light and you can heal them, right? So this is kind of a really good energy to be in right now because it's asking us to purge, to release, and to heal. So many of you may have already felt this eclipse energy. It's a powerful moon with the energy of transformation linked to it, okay? It is to note that although the times of the full moon is as they are, okay, the eclipse energy will be felt for some time, and it's going to make the energy of this full moon very intense. On top of this, we are also in Mercury retrograde, which will mean that our communication and connections might be a little bit wonky, okay? So today's report I've done a little bit differently. It's an amalgamation of a channeled angel message and the astrological chart too, because I thought it'd be quite interesting to bring in the energy of the angels into my messages from now on. So the angels say, awaken to the opportunity. In Scorpio, with its energy, it's guided and ruled by Pluto. You're being asked to create from a new space. The Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse is asking you to awaken to the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Now, I laugh because it's not talking about death or dying in the literal sense. This is something that the angels are saying to note. They're talking about the stages that we actually go through in life. Now, Jupiter is also at 1 degrees Aries, which means it's on the world axis. It's sextile to Pluto and Mercury, which also means it's time to dream big, right? Hold your future vision, and it'll help you to activate the liberation from pain, because there's a big pain story at the moment and it's been hanging around. And that's collectively, globally, and individually, right? So with this energy, it's to bring ourselves into that liberated space. Now with the trine, there's a trine of Mars, Jupiter, and Neptune, which is at 3 degrees Pisces. Now, because Neptune's at 24 degrees, it's enlightening us to spiritual awakening. The universe is within existence within you. That's what it's saying. You are the universe. You are it, right? You do have that energy field, yeah? I just want me to point out things end as well as begin. And this Scorpio lunar eclipse is our reminder of this. It is the barometer, the cycle and cumulative nature of the full moons and the new moons hit the eclipse season with a punch. Now, obviously, we've already had an eclipse, but this is about recognizing that we are moving into a deep energy of change. It is a deep energy of change that we're being called to, right? So in this energy, we are awoken to resolve, to reawaken, to recalibrate the opportunity and what's new. So from ending something, we can step into moving forward, right? You're being called to release from within stories that are holding you in a lifestyle or space that does not elevate you, okay? Note there is also a link to assessing your living situations and the work that you are doing currently. It's very important to look at these bits right now because you're in a space to make major changes and to create a little bit more harmony in your world, right? So be aware that we are in Mercury retrograde, which I know I said earlier. The retrograde will take place in Gemini, and that started on the 22nd of May, and it goes all the way till June the 3rd, all right? Now, it will cross into Taurus. There's a pre-retrograde shadow, which started on the 25th of April, and then there'll be a post-retrograde shadow, which goes all the way to the 18th of June, all right? It highlights communication and finding out what needs to be uncovered, right? Ignore the superstition around Mercury retrograde, right? And you could bring in a cosmic reboot. It is a time to press pause, right? Yeah? So look at your options. Reconsider. Think again and bring the thoughts to light. See it as a time for a second chance, right? Revisit the old. Does something keep happening? Does something keep manifesting? If you can accept obstacles for what they are, then you can be in a time when this retrograde actually works within your favour. It's such favour. There's a lot going on right now. Jupiter has moved into Aries, the fiery go-getter planet, right? Due to this eclipse being on the south axis, which is 22 Scorpio, which is the master builder number, okay? And it's in a tight conjunction, it really super excels at this letting go energy, and it's really amplified. So by being in Scorpio, we are met with very complex energy here, right? So think elimination on an individual and global level, and it's going to link to power, to control, to purging, that kind of thing, right? So this links to releasing toxicity in all its guises, as in what you thought was. Think about your friends, the people you thought were good for you, and maybe now they're not. Think about the experiences you're having. Maybe you need to leave the place of where you live and move somewhere new. Maybe change needs to come in a bigger way. Also, the world stage, institutions you trusted may show their true colours to you. Think leaders, banking, education, health, etc. Okay. The question being raised individually and further out is it fit for purpose? Is it fit for your purpose? Is it working for you? The angel's guidance is asking you to remove the noose that's been around your neck and step into a new way of thinking and being, right? Of course, they say you can only do this from the understanding of what you're releasing. So this Scorpio full moon energy harnesses the space that you're now in a position to allow the parts of you that have served their purpose to wither away, right? As the angels say this, they show me a new bud pushing through, becoming something new from that letting go phase, okay? So, ultimately, this moon, the eclipse season, it's all about you, right? It's about you thinking about yourself and not allowing the needs of anyone else to stand in your way. The priority is you, no matter what or how it feels. This is very important. It's so important that you kind of step into that energy and recognize what's going to work for you. Now, in the darkness of this release, there may be some kind of resistance or trying to hold on, right? There will be some energy around wanting that holding on. So they say to me to tell you, right, that a rose cannot hold on to a petal that is falling away. And neither can a tree hold on to a leaf that is falling away. When we resist the falling away of our journey, we are functioning from parts of us that are no longer there. It's now time to remove that mask, to turn your face to the light and awaken to your truth. The Scorpio total eclipse blood moon demands this of you in all its energy and its force. Because remember, it's very forceful. Have no doubt you will feel the pull of this watery moon. Remember, it's linked to water element. This links to the tides and it brings you straight back to the moon. Moving with the tides, being in flow. Think of it like this. What you release is no longer part of your makeup anymore, opening you to new opportunity, to new beginning, right? As ever, all full moons ask the human family to step into self-care. This one asks you to move towards the way of going inwards to cleanse and heal your secrets, right? So that they're no longer secrets. Secrets weigh on the mind and the soul, right? And Scorpio energy gives you the ability to bring them up to the surface. The moon's illumination lighting the depths of what is hidden within you. The underworld, which is aspected within the Scorpio energy here, denotes the inner you, the parts of you that have been held within your secret self. Yet the onus here is on letting go. Otherwise, they're going to hold you back from being in the light, okay? This is also connecting to the global and collective human paradigm. The secrets are being pulled to the surface. There is no thing that any human has that doesn't belong to the whole, right? There's no thing. So here the angels are referring to the fact that what we hide is a lie in some ways, okay? It pulls us away from being an evolved and authentic human being, living in an authentic way, right? The human world wants to live in the zone of secret, deciding who gets to know information. Yet the energy of this moon forces all souls to recognize that there are no secrets, for all human souls are the custodians of the earth. The system is in the shadow element, and Scorpio forces it to face its mortality. This is just a small window into the bigger picture that is coming through for the human family within its next conception. Think of it as you will, as a rebirthing, as if the phoenix is rising from the ashes. I mean, there's a lot of Aries in this chart, and this is the fire element, which helps each soul, the collective and humanity at large, to reveal that which has held it back from autonomy on a grand level, on a conscious level. Within the energy of the blood moon stands the opportunity to step into energetic frequency that can open spiritual upliftment. The many of the eclipse awakening will open a doorway to help you to engage into this new spiritual frequency. This could make you tired, over energetic, irritated, really bring up a whole range of emotions, okay? So take this time to recalibrate and allow the Mercury retrograde to create a space where you can restore what was there before, the bits that aren't really working well, okay? And it's also the beginning of the journey to the soul, right? To the new beginning and to the safety and security of your heart chakra and a heart space, security here. Because this then will help you for the next wave that's going to pull you gently into the arena of relationship. As the year of the heart and self-love, this year, though tricky, offers each of us the opportunity to redefine ourselves. Full moons are always to awaken and release. They always are, right? So with this in mind, and also with the fact that this eclipse is actually in the south node. So south node is where you're coming from, so where you're coming from in your life and where you're heading towards. And because it's a blood moon, within divination, everything means something, right? So the red represents what's going on underneath the surface, and I kind of link it to power. Red is also associated with our root chakra, so this links us back to safety and security. This is all about you getting your ducks in a row, feeling safe in your environment, feeling safe in your life, okay? I brought this up before, and the angels have alluded to it in many of the angel monthly readings, and you can check these out on my Facebook Angel System page, okay? This is to dive deep internally also as to what's going on within you and what you can do in this world, right? Build things for the future. The south node is the past, so it's letting go of what no longer serves you. So remember, the eclipses are going to influence for the best part of the rest of the year, okay? So do remember that, because that's quite important, because it's, it's not something you need to do right this minute. We can look at the human journey as a healing experience, right? Many have asked, when does this end? When will I get there? The angels guide that we're healing by gradients. There is no getting there. This is just a human conception. We're here to learn, to grow, and to evolve ourselves. Time to restart emotionally, how we think. This is about how are you viewing yourself and your world, right? And have you, for example, felt unloved? This is a good example, right? Because if it is the case, now is the time to feel loved. Whatever work you do on this day is going to help you to love in a different way. If it's about love, okay? Whatever it is you do, it will help you, okay? This is the inner mechanics, so your outer self can feel free, right? Because when we deal with the inner world, we can really be free in our external world, okay? So take the time to think about what you want to release. Allow the date, right, to bring you to a space where you get to know what next after you've let go of the thoughts and ideas and behaviors that are not serving you, right? Think of it as the flower's life, then the regeneration over time and the new shoot and the new flower. There is no need to hold on to the old, let it go. The end of the month is also going to help us feel a bit better as well, because we're going to go through this kind of purging energy field and actually accepting that things have to be a specific way. Have isn't a good word, could be a better way, right? Let's look at it like that. And it's about us stepping into recognizing what's going to work for us, right? So I did want to point out as well while we're at it, next free angel heart meditation that I do is going to be on the 5th of June, because the angels guided me to Miss May, and I don't know why, but they did. So there will be a destabilization right now, okay? So think of yourself as a firm rooted in tree. So you're able to keep hold regardless of what is going on, right? And you're okay. Hold your frequency steady. Don't stop broadcasting your light. Keep being light, keep being you, keep being of love, right? Concentrate on your frequency. Do not let negative energy in. This is a jump in our evolution, and we need to trust that the change and the transformation is good, right? We need to trust in ourselves, believe in ourselves, and recognize that what's happening is happening for us, right? So, you know, we're in a kind of, think of it like we're in a chrysalis stage, and then you might say soon you're going to have freedom from the chrysalis, right? So just because you can't see it doesn't actually mean it's not happening. It's to trust, and also trust yourself in what you're thinking and what you're believing in and how you're wanting to change things. Trust that maybe the thoughts that you're having are realistic and you can make them happen. And if other people don't want to come with you because you're making deep choices that they don't feel that are aligned with how they feel you should be, then go and do this on your own. Because at the end of the day, it's your life that you're living in. You have to be protective and safeguard yourself, right? Remember, it is going to be rocky, and as we get there, right? And we are in a cycle. And remember, because of this cycle, it's going to take a little bit of time. Now, for those of you that have painful feelings of discontent, I recommend reparenting yourself right now, really stepping into what your needs are and what your desires are, and how this is going to help you if you can come from that reparenting energy, right? If you're feeling content, spend time with other people that you care about, right? Just note that this eclipse energy is going to keep bringing this up for us over this year, right? Now think of this as your new opportunity to cleanse and clear, to step into the real path for you, right? While you tie everything up, let everything go, and then allow yourself to move into deep growth. You can do this. I get the energy, and the angels are sort of actually saying to me as well, that some of you might feel a little bit overwhelmed by the actual decision you're thinking of, or the way that you're meant to go, and it's bigger than you ever thought that you could ever do. Now, remember, you've done big things before, and remember, you've purged old things and come out victorious from difficult spaces before. We've all been there, we've all experienced this, and you can do this. It doesn't matter how it feels. Trust in you. This is what this is about, self-trust, letting go of what's holding you back and keeping you tethered in the same old way that isn't going to serve you anymore. Anyway, my lovelies, that is the report for today, and it's all about letting go. It's all about releasement. Remember that with full moons are always about releasing, and it's almost about illumination. You're being illuminated. Something is being shown to you, and you can, from a space of real clarity, you can heal that, because you're able to, because that's what this opportunity is. It's allowing you to heal that. Anyway, take care of yourselves, and I will speak to you real soon. Namaste, everyone. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Lots of love. Bye. 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 Take care. Bye.